Well, our Prime Minister constantly says that India is going to be a world economy, $5 trillion economy. What are the measures that can be taken by the government to make this possible? $5 trillion economy.
Sir, to make $5 trillion dollar economy, as the government has set the target by 2024, the government has already taken the various initiatives, and the proper implementations of those programs and the policies is very much required to achieve this goal. The first is the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which the program which has been initiated by the government is in itself is a very effective step to boost the economy, like the emphasis on the production of the local products and the promotion of the local products in the global market, and also making the India a global manufacturing hub. Apart from that, sir, the government can put emphasis on strengthening its infrastructure and the scaling of the youth and the workers which are working in the various sectors, and the infrastructure development in the various sectors like the agriculture and allied sectors and the tourism sectors like the hospitality and the service sectors may be also very much effective steps, sir. And subsidized loan can be provided by the government to the various weaker sections of the societies like the women and the SC/STs and the OBCs, sir. So this can be done, sir, to achieve the $5 trillion economy.
Name any three factors which are a threat to Indian security. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You have to number them.
Yes, sir.
Number 1, number 2, number 3.
Sir, for external security, I would say.
Yeah. Internal security and threats from the outside.
Sir, right now India is facing threats from its neighbors, like from China and Pakistan. That is one of the threat that India is facing right now, like the border security challenges we are facing from China and Pakistan at Galwan Valley and at line of actual control. So first is this threat, sir. Second, sir, I would say the terrorism may be one of the
Cross-border
threat. Yes, sir.
terrorism.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
Then?
sir. So third thing is I think environmental degradation may be one of the threat. Okay,
How?
external.
How?
Sir, give me 1 minute.
Okay. What about drugs, narcotics, and other things?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Supplying
Yes, sir.
of-
Thanks for addition, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You just mentioned line of actual control. What is the difference between international border and LOC?
Okay, sir. Sir, LOC is a line of control which has been decided between the India and Pakistan from the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and sir, international border you are saying. LOC is a disputed border area between India and Pakistan, and both the countries are trying to resolve these issues, and we can see many insurgencies time to time taking place at these border areas. And second thing, sir, international borders is the India is sharing its borders with its neighbors, that is comes under the international borders, and in that borders India may face the threats or not. That is another point.
Okay. When Article 370 was abrogated, there was a complete internet shutdown.
Okay, sir.
What was its effect on the economy of J&K? Whether it was, you have to tell me both the factors. What were the positive factors? What were the negative factors? Internet shutdown.
Yes, sir. Internet shutdown has majorly affected the economy of the state Jammu and Kashmir. Like the various information like it is an information technology tool that has been used by the various like information technology companies which are working digital through the digital process, which are working through it. So it has impacted their service sectors. And the second thing, sir, I would say, sir, on public, it has affected the public's the employment opportunities that has also been affected due to the.
Okay, these are the two negative effects.
Yes, sir.
Was there any positive effect also?
Yes, sir. From the Indian security perspective, I would say the government has shut down the internet for a few months to avoid any kind of insurgencies that can be taken place in Jammu and Kashmir to stabilize the internal security of the country. That is one of the positive impact of this.
Okay. If you are posted in a remote area,
Yes, sir.
and some national disaster takes place,
Yes, sir.
what will be your first priority?
So
Maybe snow avalanche, maybe some bus accident.
Okay, sir.
You are posted in a far-flung area, maybe Kaza, maybe Lahore Spiti,
Yes, sir.
maybe some other tribal area. So you are posted over there as an STM. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And some national disaster takes place, whether it's snowstorm, whether it's avalanche, whether it's bus accident. What will be your first priority?
Sir, first priority is if any kind of disaster would taken place in the remote areas, then I will try to assure the safe evacuation of the people that are residing in that area. So proper safer evacuation of those places, those people, and then shifted them towards the safer places. That is one of the main.
You will do it on your own. You are
No,
posted
sir,
as an STM.
I will. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Or you are posted as a BDO. So you will go alone and you will do all the things.
No, sir.
First priority is
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes,
It's
sir.
good that you have to evacuate those people.
Yes, sir.
You have to sometimes you have to airlift them also. Casualties are there. Injured
Yes,
people, they have to be airlifted to the hospitals. But first priority is, what will you do? You get a telephonic call that this thing has happened,
Yes,
and you will start.
Yes, sir.
गाड़ी निकालो, ड्राइवर, अब चलते हैं.
As a proper team, I would say the proper team for as a national state disaster force. I would.
आप खुद ही कर लोगे? उनको फोन कर दोगे कि या किसी और को भी बताना पड़ेगा कि सर ऐसे भी कुछ हो गया? आपका कोई बॉस भी तो
sir,
होगा?
I would,
कोई बॉस होगा कोई नहीं?
Yes, sir. I would.
कौन होगा बॉस?
District magistrate, sir.
उसको नहीं बताओगे?
Yes, sir.
उनको
Yes, sir.
सो रेस्ट कर में कर ली कल ही जार करा दी है मैं, हैं?
Yes,
ऐसे
sir.
हो जाएगा?
No, sir.
फिर
So I would make a call to district magistrate and I will inform him or her about the situation that is going to happen. That is going to happen. So then after consulting with the district magistrate, I would take appropriate steps by making a team and the first disaster response that would be created to safer evacuation of the people.
Priyanka, but I think further taking up this question of disaster management, because as a leader, STM, you have to intimate all the infrastructure guys and national disaster management and inform. But, but taking the leadership there and being on the spot and after all that, leading it from the front. Because the medias and everybody will then come to the subdivisional, was STM sleeping and all that. So those are the kind of responses also you should think. Now my question was that you unfortunately couldn't clear last two exams. What could have been the reason and how you are preparing yourself better this year exam? Just main 2-3 points on
Yes, sir.
this.
So comparing from the last exam that I have given last exam, sir, I think my preparation was not appropriate.
Okay.
I think my answer writing skills, which are required to the main exam, that was not appropriate and up to the mark. So I try to focus on those areas and try to improve my writing skills. And the second thing, sir, I think last year if I passed the main exam, then I think I should more prepare for the interview. And during this period, I'm more prepared for the interview. I have more patience. I have more patience to face the challenges and to resolve the challenges. So I think these are the changes.
Very,
Yes, sir.
very good. We were talking about Atam Nirbhar Bharat.
Yes, sir.
Now, what are your suggestions? How can Himachal as a state can contribute? In which all areas can you visualize that these are the areas Himachal also we can do this thing or contribute to this mission?
Sir, as Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, a program, is a aim of the government to make the India as a global manufacturing hub in world. So I think sir, Himachal in itself has some potential areas like the handicrafts and the handloom industries that can be promoted. And apart from that, the small scale industries which have potential in Himachal, like the electronics and the pharmaceutical industries, these are the potential areas in which the Himachal government can put more emphasis to strengthen them. And right now, sir, these are the points that
These
are
are
coming
points that are
my
coming.
point. Yes, sir.
You are aware about organic farming
Yes,
concept?
sir. Yes, sir.
Is there scope for like Sikkim government, for example? They have brought in organic farming, and that is their sole selling point today as far as horticulture.
Yes, sir.
Is there any scope in Himachal if somehow you are into the horticulture department services and what you will like to do in that area? Do you see any opportunity for organic farming
sir.
there?
Sir, yes, of course, sir. I have seen opportunity in Himachal Pradesh also to promote the organic farming. Organic farming is basically a concept of use of biopesticides and the biofertilizers, and also the less usage of the chemical fertilizers. Government can do more initiatives like the vermicomposting is one of the steps that can be taken by the government by promoting the formation of the vermicompost at various districts of the Himachal Pradesh. And sir, yes, sir, encouraging the people to adopt this organic farming. If government is providing the biofertilizers to them, then can be provided at the subsidized rate by the government to the farmers. So these are the steps.
And that is for the production part, but what happens to the produce? For example, today it is all apple and pomegranate and, there are fruits.
Yes, sir.
So what happens to the produce actually? What you are suggesting is the government can promote so that they get into organic farming.
Yes, sir.
So let us assume everybody has got into organic farming. So will there be a value addition to the produce they will have, or?
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. The value addition can be done in the form of agro-based industries, agro-processing industries. Sir, if the farmers are producing apples, then value addition can be done in the form of making of jams from the apples, and also the apple vinegars can be produced. So the government can put more emphasis on the promotion of the agro-processing industries, and the handling of the agro-processing industries can be given by the government to the farmers also at a certain level. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is being done today actually also. There are industries which are doing
Yes, sir.
jam, jelly, squashes
Yes,
and
sir.
all that. But what will be different then? In terms of organic farming concept we were discussing,
Yes, sir.
even now there are factories and they
Yes,
are
sir.
producing. There is HP agro, industries who have built up these factories. They are making.
Yes, sir.
But what will be different under organic farming? Will there be something?
Sir, from the government?
Yeah, from the government, from the state. You will be part of the government only. So, will there be any differentiation from whatever is being done today?
So government can provide market to the farmers for selling their products that they are producing from the organic farming, I guess. So right now I'm not able to.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't
Yes,
matter. Who's your role model actually? Whom are you pursuing? A personality?
Sir, it's Anandi Gopal Rao. She was the first medicine practitioner of India. She was the first female registered medicine practitioner
Medical
of India.
practitioner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you follow her for which trades? You want to see her in what trades actually?
Sir, I would say, sir, during that time, during her period, there was a patriarchal mindset of the society that the female cannot do these things or that things, and there were many kind of restrictions that have been put on the women. So I think, sir, despite of many restrictions, she did, sir. She come up with she faced many challenges in her life, but she came with by achieving her goals, sir. So I think,
We
sir,
have example of Svitri Phule. Svitri Phule,
some,
a Maharashtrian lady.
Savitri.
Phule. So many other ladies, who
Many.
good.
Himachal also there must be ladies to follow. I
yes,
don't
sir.
know.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Who are the ones they were
Sir, I think
working on women
yes,
empowerment?
sir. I would say, sir, right now that coming into my mind is a female politician. She is Sarveen Chaudhary. She's right now a member of the cabinet also. So I found her very powerful in her speeches, and also she also exactly match with the concept of the women empowerment. So,
So a couple of months back, Indian government has opened Rohtang tunnel.
yes,
It is
sir.
known as Atal tunnel. Tell me something about this tunnel and how this tunnel is going to affect the life of people in Lahore Spiti areas mainly.
The Atal Tunnel Foundation that was laid down on 2010 by Sonia Gandhi when she visited Himachal Pradesh. But its idea that was come into the mind was first former Prime Minister Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. That this tunnel provides a all-weather connectivity to the people of the Lahore Spiti and the Ladakh areas, and also from the strategic point of view, also the movement of the troops to the border areas is also very much helpful now after the inauguration of this tunnel. And also, sir, the trade activities are also very much improved after opening of this tunnel.
Okay, nowadays there is a festival named Snow Festival in
Yes, sir.
Lahore Valley.
Yes, sir.
So can you connect this festival to this tunnel?
A snow festival, sir.
Yes. Is there any impact
yes,
of this tunnel on this festival?
Yes, sir.
How?
Yes, sir. The snow festival that has been organized by the
Okay, what
government.
is first? Tell me what is the snow festival? What are the special features of this festival? And then second question is how Rohtang tunnel is going to affect this festival? Obviously, it will be in a positive manner.
Yes, sir. A snow festival that was started by the government to promote the culture tourism in Lahore Spiti. So various kind of activities that has been taken place in the snow festival, like the archery sports games and knitting competition, and also the promoting the cultural values of the Lahore and Spiti. So for this purpose, the snow festival has been started, and sir, also the promoting the tourism activities in Lahore Spiti, I would say. This festival for that purpose, this festival has been started in Lahore and Spiti, and the Atal Tunnel has provided the all-weather connectivity. So snow festival was being organized in the winters. So during the winters time, it was very difficult to cross the Rohtang Pass and to reach up to the Lahore and Spiti. So the tunnel has provided the connectivity to the tourists and the peoples of the
Have you
other.
heard the RCEP?
Yes, sir.
What is RCEP?
So RCP is Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, that is a free trade agreement between the 8 ASEAN countries and the other 6 countries that has been associated with it is India, Japan.
Is India part of this agreement?
No, sir. India is, I think, I'm not sure about it, sir, but it is not a a permanent member of it, but it's a trading partner, I would say.
Okay, I will give you some clue that India is not ready to sign this agreement. India is showing
Yes,
all
yes, sir.
reluctancy.
Right now, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
why India is doing so?
So right now, India has withdrawn from this agreement because of the few concerns of India, like the China's dumping policy that has put the India's into the trade deficit. So India, because of the high import from the China and less export to the other countries, India is facing the trade deficit. Second, sir, the thing is the origin of source of the products.
Don't you think that this is a escapism from Indian side?
Yes, sir.
Rather, it is a escapism. मतलब आप उससे छुप रहे हो, भाग रहे हो.
Yes, sir.
Rather than we should enter this agreement, so we should produce many things and manufacturing should be enhanced such that level that we can be part of this agreement. So, do you think that this is a escapism from Indian side?
Sir, I would not say like that it is a escapism from the Indian government. Indian government has taken this step because of the few concerns like of the trade deficit, and India is continuously facing the loss from the trade perspective. So India is putting some points in front of these countries like to resolve some issues like the point of origin of sources and other things. Right now, I'm not able to recall properly them, but India has put some suggestions, and these countries are not agree with it. So for the some period, India has withdrawn from this agreement, and I hope soon India will able to resolve this issue.
Okay, what is the importance of India for from BIMSTEC side?
So BIMSTEC is a regional partnership between the regional organizations or the intergovernmental organizations between the different countries. So I think the India is also as a emerging Asian power. India can enhance the trade activities.
What type of activities? What are the? Tell me at least four benefit we are trying to get out of this relation with BIMSTEC.
So first is the trade economic aspects. From the economic aspect, I would say the trade
Next.
activities can be enhanced. First, second, sir, is strategic partnership with these countries can help India to counter the impact of China, increasing impact of China in Indo-Pacific region. Third, sir, maritime security that can be taken. And fourth, sir, culture ties can be promoted between India and these countries.
Okay, India is very aspired to promote its soft power policy. What is soft power?
So soft power is the power that comes from the culture values or the culture values of that country, like the yoga and the promotion of the service sectors, like giving the facilities of the services and the Indian diaspora that can be taken as a soft power of Indian government.
Okay, are we showing our soft side as far as the aggression from China side? Could be the solution
Yes,
to
sir.
use only soft power to deal with China's aggression?
Sir, I would not say it could be a solution completely. Yes, sir.
What would you suggest?
So, at some extent, India can use its soft power, and India is trying to resolve the issue through the negotiation. And like we can see the last informal meeting at Mamalpuram that was held, that was also a step taken by the Indian government to resolve this issue through negotiations and by promoting the culture and the economic ties. But if this
So,
kind
what
of
other preparation should be from Indian side?
So, India should strengthen its border security and the infrastructure at the border that is need to be improved and enhanced. And secondly, sir, India can take at the international platform. India can make alliance with the Asian countries and the Southeast Asian countries to counter the impact of China in Asian region and Indo-Pacific region. Third, sir, I would say the pressure from the US. I would not say completely, but yeah, US is also a major world power. Then the alliance with the USA, then that can also help India to counter the impact of China.
What is Indian diaspora? What do you mean by Indian diaspora?
Say Indian diaspora is Indian origin people who are working in the across the world in the various countries and giving their services in the.
Simply Indian people are those people whose ancestors shifted to different parts of the world.
Yes.
They are settled over there,
Yes.
and this generation it was born and brought up there. They are the Indian diaspora. Not people just going to Canada and other countries and they become part of Indian diaspora. But long time back, in 1960s, after independence, when most of the people from India, they went to different parts of the world as an indentured labor. They settled over there, and their generation, that is mainly Indian diaspora, because they have the roots. with that country also and with India also. Just as Salman Rushdie or we are Naupal, we Nepal. We Nepal. So he belonged to Caribbean countries. So they are the Indian diaspora. Because they have something for India also. They are sailing in 2 boats. That is Indian diaspora. Anyway, okay.